Robert Burns has been pretty good. I mean, the first day he was swimming some like most freshmen out here day one, especially coming out of high school at the mid-year. But I think he has a really good skill set. He's a very sharp guy, but panics too much at times, which is I think is normal when we're playing fast. And I'm yelling and telling him to get lined up and play harder. But I think he's got a long way to go. But I think he's encouraging to see him through two practices. And Travis Homer's been consistent. You know, he's been very obviously hard-working guy, physical, even though we haven't put pads on. But the details with Travis need to continue to improve because, you know, Mark can always get better. But the thing about Mark is a perfectionist. So he would take whatever you tell him and try to perfect his craft, which makes him even better every single day. And I think when the rest of the guys in the room learn to follow that lead, that example, we'll all get better.
So you have only 3 running backs at the moment?
Well, Crispian Atkins is involved as well. Crispian Atkins is a walk-on for us, doing a really good job for us. And we kind of play with some fullbacks going back and forth between the running back and fullback spot.
Thomas, talking about Mark Walton, how is he emotionally? His mom died, and that was very sad. How's he doing?
He's a phenomenal kid. I think just to be able to, knowing him as a person, knowing what he's been through his entire life, and even going through what he just went through recently, I tell him all the time, or I told him before, I don't always know how he does it. But he's a really good job of locking in, being focused. Obviously, we have a great network of family around him here to keep him in good spirits. But I think he does a really good job when he comes to this building of locking in and tuning out everything else, even the negative things and positive things, and focusing on his job here. So he's really good.
How excited are you to see how this whole quarterback thing plays out as an offensive coordinator?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, obviously people probably think it may be scary at times, but it's a great opportunity for a lot of guys to come in and compete. I think competition makes you better. Even some guys that were here last year, I think it's harder sometimes to really go all out and compete when you may feel like you never have a chance to beat a guy out. But when it's open competition, you'll figure out who wants to play and who don't want to play. I think guys will go on and continue to separate themselves. And obviously the quarterback spot, with every single position, not just the quarterback spot, it's going to be a long process through the rest of spring ball, throughout the summer, even fall camp before we figure out who's going to help us win football games.
And of those 5 QBs, who stood out to you so far? Now it's only 2 days.
Yeah,
what's impressed you?
It's hard to say after 2 days. Nobody looks good. I mean, just quarterback, running back, O-line. I mean, we in short, so everybody looks like an All-American and plays hard and has good efforts. But, you know, I love – it's like watching 707. Guy looks phenomenal in 707, but nobody's punched him in the mouth yet. So I think we'll figure out a lot more when we start putting pads on. They take contact, and we see who's standing there and deliver a ball, who's not scared of pulling the ball and running if he has to, or hitting the check down. So we'll find out more as time goes along. But 2 days, it's tough.
As a coach, how do you ride those highs and lows of this guy looked great today, this guy maybe not so? You know what I mean? How do you ride that?
Well, you be consistent. I think you build upon every single day. Try to get rid of the negative stuff and build upon the positive things. But I want to respond to stuff like that. But just making sure we encourage guys to come out every single day and compete. So again, like I said, to the offense, it's easy to come out day one, day 2, week 1, and give great effort and work hard, right? But it's, what happens on day 17? Where are you going to be? Are you going to fold and go into a tent? Are you going to be scared or intimidated because we put pads on, we scrimmage? And the game of football is a great game, but it's not for everybody. Everybody's not built to withstand what we have to go through, which is fine. We got to find the guys who will help us be a great football team and lead the rest of the guys out.
Wanted to get your impression of DJ Dallas, and could he play running back down the road, because you do have limited depth, obviously.
I'm trying to get too many secrets, man. I mean, DJ can play all over the field. He can do a lot of stuff for us on special teams. Really impressed with him, how he returns, fields punt so far. Really natural for a guy coming out of high school. I think a lot of guys catch punts in high school, but catching it off a college punter is a little bit different. We'll still see more when the guys are coming down full speed to hit DJ in the mouth, if he can still be calm and poised and catch it. But DJ obviously has a great bubbly personality, which has gotten broken down at times, which is good. It's part of the process of assimilating to college football. But really excited about his direction, and he can do multiple stuff for us.
What sort of progress have you seen in those young tight ends in the year that they've been here?
Well, I mean, we got to see a lot more from those guys. Even just last fall, obviously Chris and David got most of the reps. Those guys were kind of backup roles or scout team type guys, so still want to be able to see what they can do. And I think they have a different skill set than the guys that we've had in the past. Obviously, David and Joker's a different type deal. But just being able to be mentally tough every single day, handle adversity, and our offense got to be able to do both. We're not going to just flex out and throw you fade balls all day. Got to be able to be attached at the point of attack, be able to cut off backside, also be able to be good in pass protection also.